Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for, again, the start of the second season. The playoffs, regular season, hard to believe was going by the boards. You're looking at the outstanding Lynn Marching Band who do such a tremendous job. They represent the city, the three schools. They're from English, Classical, and Tech. And they represent their parents and themselves extremely well. They do a tremendous job. They work very hard. I watched them practice over at the Meadow. They come in during the summer to get prepared. A lot of great kids. Again, I wish everybody could get to know these kids the way I do. This is Lynn Tech having an outstanding year. They're the #1 seed. They're taking on the #8 seed, Matignon. Mirror image records. Lynn Tech 6-1. Matignon 1-6.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Manning Field, the home of the high school football.
We're about to have the national anthem.
First round playoff game between the Warriors of Matignon and your home team, Lynn Tech Tigers.
The Tigers against the Warriors of Matignon. Matignon used to be a powerhouse in all sports.
Remove your caps. With the Lynn Public Schools All-City Marching Band plays our national anthem tonight.
We'll have the national anthem to start off on a pretty good night here at Manning Field. Another outstanding job done by the Lynn Marching Band.
The Lynn Public Schools All-City Marching Band boosters are selling Whiskey Spuds right at the main entrance.
Outstanding performance, as usual.
Band plays at all three high school home games.
They'll put on a good show at halftime, I'm sure.
English, Classical, and
We're just about set for football.
$9 a pound. Thank you, Lynn Boosters.
James Runner, the head guy for Lynn Tech. Naz White for Matignon. We mentioned Matignon, especially in hockey, had an outstanding sports program, and they had some problems. They've dwindled. I feel bad for Arthur Herrera, #72. You see going out for the coin toss. You hate to see anybody hurt, and you especially hate to see seniors hurt. He's a defensive lineman, Arthur Herrera, and he's virtually done for the season, and that's a shame, being a senior. We have the captains. 18 is Victor Balama. 52 is Devin Lewis. 24 is Hadir Badawi. I mentioned 72. And 68 is Kenny Perez. So the winner of this will stay in Division 8 playoffs. The loser, unfortunately, gets those dreaded non-playoff berths where you could play anybody, anywhere, anytime. Tech, I believe, I don't know if they won or lost the toss, but they're going to kick off, I believe. Sometimes they win the toss and opt to go on defense. So both teams preparing to get out there and get going. It's not raining, it's not snowing, but there's a little bit of a breeze. In fact, there's a lot of a breeze. And it is kind of chilly. But you wouldn't know it by James running because he's still wearing his shorts. I go back to James Runner when he was a player at Glasgow. He was also an assistant with, how things changed. James was an assistant with Mike Stellato, and once St. Mary's won a Super Bowl. And now James Runner's the head coach, and Mike Stellato was assisting him at Lynn Tech. So we're just about set to get set. Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway here in this Division 8 opening round game. Badawi will kick it off. I think I said 6-1 for Tech to 5-2. Matignon looking for their second win. They booted away and dive. Somebody better go get it at the 20-yard line. It was bouncing around. Nobody was going after it. It's a live ball. And finally, Matignon pounced on it at the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their 20-yard line. As we can look at the Tech cheerleaders. They go under center with a wing, split backfield. Ben Connaughton carries it. We'll give him 3.
Ben Connaughton, the ball carrier. Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7, ball for the Matignon 23.
At the 23. 2nd and 7. A wide out to the far side, a wing to the near side. They drop the snap. Samuel Wright is the quarterback. He fell on it. It's not a pull away. It just went to the turf. He fell on it back of the 22. So they lose a yard. And our first big play, 3rd and 8 from the 22. Inside handoff, bouncing into the outside. Not going to go very far. Patrick Feeney with the carry. Looked like he had a little bit of a room, but it closed quickly. He got to the 26. Gonzalez knocked him out. So at the 26. It'll be 4th and 4, and they'll have to kick it away. Kick is away. They let it bounce. It takes a little bit of a Matignon bounce. It will die at about the Tech 46-yard line. So Tech gets very good field position to start their opening drive at the Tech 46. Defense did their job. Now they're looking for the offense to pick it up. Luis Pinheiro will be the quarterback. They sent double wideouts to either side. Motion now to the far side. They give it to Badawi. Big hole off the near side. Inside the 35 to about the 33 of Matignon. 21 yards and a first down. So the first down is picked up by that quick hitter by Badawi. Tech on the move after one play. They send 3 wideouts to the far side this time. 1 to the near side. Rolling to the far side. They dump it underneath to Badawi. Down the sideline, inside the 15. So Pinheiro handed it to him the first time. He throws it to him the second time. They pick up 21 on the run. They pick up 22 on the pass. And all of a sudden, it's 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Two plays, 2 first downs. Tripped up. Badawi. Lost a yard to the 12. Second and 11 from the 12. Pinheiro getting the play from the sideline. He gets a lot of help from his 8 assistant coaches. Those on the sidelines, those up in the press box. They double the wideouts again to either side. Melendez in the backfield now with Pinheiro. He gets the carry and gets hit, and he's going to lose yardage. Another yard. Actually, about a yard and a half. We'll call it the 33. Excuse me, the 13. Third and 12 and a foot. Pinheiro is going to wind up losing yardage. That's a tough play. He's a left-handed quarterback. They roll him to his right. All the way back to the 24. They lost 11 yards. Tech will take a timeout. It's going to be 4th and 23. So 4th and 23 look promising. A run for 21, a pass for 22. 1st and 10 from the 11. And all of a sudden, it's 4th and 23 from the 24-yard line. wheels turning on both sides. The Warriors talking defense with their side. Tech trying to come up with a big play here on 4th down. They come right up to the line of scrimmage. Melendez is still in the backfield. Rolling this time to his left. Lets it fly long and deep. Incomplete in the end zone. Good coverage by Matignon. So they turn Tech aside. They wind up with 30 yards of offense. They needed 54 to score. So Matignon will take over at their 24. 4 yards better than their start at their 20 to start the ball game. So they bite the bullet here. They send a wide out to the far side. A wing to the near side. Again, they split the backfield behind right. Running it off the right side. Connaughton with the carry. Out to the 29. They picked up 5. 2nd down and 5. They dropped the snap again. They're lucky to get it back. That's the 2nd time. Wright looked like he was pulling out a little early with the snap. They put it back at the 27. So 3rd and 7 from the 27. Another big play for the Warriors. Wide out to the far side, wing to the near side. Trying to go off the Matignon's left side. Gets some and then gets pushed back. That's Connaughton. They put it down. I'm going to call it the 30. And they're going to kick it away. I thought they might see him go. Kick is away again. Fielded, dropped, picked back up. Getting into Matignon territory. That's a pretty good job by Edwin Gonzalez. He had it, dropped it, picked it up, and then were able to get to the outside and get some yardage. And Tech improves their position. They start now from the Matignon 47. They started at their own 46. Here's a replay of the punt. Watch him here. He looks to field it, drops it, bobbles it, picks it up, starts up the middle. Nice little shake and bake move, gets him to the outside. So he loses 2. Tech is going backwards in their last 4 plays. Guy Morgan gets the handoff. And it's still a yard shy of the original line of scrimmage. He only picked up a yard. That's their first plus play after 5 in a row. Or minus or 0. 3rd and 11. Again, it looks promising with the field position. But now they're facing 3rd and long. Dropping straight back. Over the middle. Caught. Nice catch by Carlos Mateo. They get it to the 38. So they need a yard on 4th down. Pinheiro brings the play back to the huddle. Quarterback sneak by Pinheiro. He just got it. He needed a yard, and he got a yard. That should be enough for the 1st down. They needed 1. They got 1. Their 3rd 1st down. They keep the drive alive. Nailed. Didn't even get started. Took a step and got hit by about 4 white shirts. That's Badawi.
Badawi, the ball carrier. Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12. Ball from Matignon on 38.
Minus a yard. So they're taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But now he started to the near side, breaks to the far side. They catch him from front and back.
Badawi, the ball carrier.
Back to the original line of scrimmage, the 37. So now it's 3rd and long again. An extremely quick first period.
Selling merchandise on a table on the front gate. And again,
Tech one's up with 40 yards of offense. 32 of them passing the ball. Matignon held to 12. They got 6 yards in their first 2 possessions. 6 on each of them. And we've gone through the first period scoreless. We're right back where we started. And Tech is facing a 3rd and 10 from the 37-yard line. So Tech now will be going from right to left on your screen. It's a very quick 12 minutes. Potion coming to the near side. They dropped the ball. Matignon says they have it. They had trouble handing it off. Matignon winds up with the football. They were trying to hand it to Soto. They had trouble with the handoff. It dropped back to the 42. They lost 5 on the play, and they lost the ball. So Matignon has their best field position yet at their 42-yard line to start their first drive in the second period. So Tech being a little gracious host here in the first half so far. Dropping back, rolling. Incomplete. Just as well he didn't catch it. It would have been a loss. So Matignon has bent, but they haven't broken. Tech got down 1st and 10 at the 11. They got shut down. They had 1st and 10 at the 37. They turn it over. So what the lower seed likes to do is hang around for a while and make it a game, and hopefully they can do something in the 4th period is what Matignon is thinking. Keep it close. The wide out to the far side, the wing to the near side. Short yardage across the 45. They pick up 5. So it's 3rd and 5 for the Warriors. Again, the wide out to the far side, the wing to the near side. Trying to get to the outside. Turns the corner, gets the first down. That's Feeney with a nice play. A little misdirection. They get into Tech territory for the first time. At the 49. Excuse me, they get to the 39, not the 49. So he picked up 14 yards in the first down. So their deepest penetration, they're at the Tech 39. I think they dropped the snap again. Tech returns the favor and recovers the fumble. So it's the second time they've mishandled a snap. So Tech gets it back. They'll have it at their own 39. Not quite 2 minutes played in his second period. That's Melendez not going very far off that right side. If they give me anything, they give me yard. Second and 9. And here is going to be a tired young man. He runs the offense. He has to run all the way to the sideline to get the play, run all the way back. They fill the backfield now with 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. little misdirection. Matignon plays it very well. Gonzalez couldn't turn the corner, couldn't cut it up inside. He wound up picking up a yard after all that. Third and 8. Third down has not been very good to the Lintec Tigers. They've been third and long all the time. Rolling to the near side, looking, lets it fly, caught wide open along the sideline. Nice job, Miguel Soto. Good job by Pinero to find him. And they pick up a first down to the Matignon 38. 21 yards and a first down. So they convert this time on third down. They're back in Matignon territory. That time he was rolling to his left, being a left-handed quarterback. Now the quick out. Nice job. Nice job by Carlos Mateo. Back-to-back first downs as they're inside the 20 at the 16. 22 more back-to-back first downs. And we're going to timeout. So Tech back-to-back gives them 5 first downs. 4 of those first downs have been back-to-back. So now they're back here again. They were down deep at the 11 and turned it over on downs. Now they're back with a first and 10 at the 16-yard line. On the left arm of Pinero. The first one he rolled to his left, found Soto downfield. Nice throw, nice catch. Again, we see the cheerleaders. The last one, it wasn't bad considering left-handed throwing to the right because he didn't roll to his right. He just stepped up and quickly got it out in the flat to Mateo, who did the rest. Wound up 22 yards. $75 yards in passing. 4 for 5 for Pinero. The one incomplete was that 4th down pass he threw in the end zone on the first possession. On 4th and long. Padawi's back in the backfield. He gets the carry, cuts it up inside, breaks it to the outside, stays on his feet, carrying people with him, just shy of the end zone. He carried a couple people with him the last 3 or 4 yards. They put it down at the 1. So back-to-back-to-back first downs. Pinero at the keep, walks in for the touchdown. $61 yards in 6 plays. Tech jumps on top. But now his kick is no good. So Tech takes advantage of the fumble. Matignon looked like they might be doing something. They fumbled it away. And Tech goes 61 yards in 6 plays. Not quite to the halfway mark with the second period. First period flew by. So Badawi will kick it off. Bouncing around at the 20-yard line. Getting to about the 25. With the return was Brendan Kearse. So 1st and 10 from the 25. Second possession of this second period. They coughed it up and it cost them because Tech went down and scored. They send the wide out to the near side, the wing to the far side. In that split backfield. Running to that far side, gets stood up. Just about got back to the line of scrimmage. We'll give him a yard. Second and 9. Now the wideout goes to the far side, the wing to the near side. They run it to their right side. Connaughton gets to the 29. Oh, another big play for Matignon. 3rd and 6 from their 29. You don't want to give the ball right back to Tech after they just scored. On the other side, Tech looking for a big stop here to get the ball back. Again, the wide out to the far side, the wing to the near side. The quick out, he threw a little bit behind the intended receiver. The receiver was cutting to the middle of the field. They were looking for Connaughton, actually. So they still only have that one first down on the 14-yard run by Feeney. Now they're going to have to kick it away. Caught and dropped, but Tech got it back. They've been living on the edge with the punts, catching them, dropping them. So Tech will have it at their 48-yard line. And was there a penalty against Matignon? As we see the cheerleaders again. Yeah, more cheerleaders than football players. There was a penalty against Tech. because they're going to put it back at the 43, so they get pushed from the 48 to the 43. The penalty was probably a little bit further afield because now it doesn't come from the line of scrimmage, it comes from the point of the foul. So they might have been into Matignon territory with the hold, and they mark it off 10 yards from there. Now they have to change footballs. Matignon uses theirs, Tech uses theirs. I remember we used to have just the one football for both teams. From the 43, rolling, they dump it out, caught to about the 46. Alex Akara. They put it at the 46, he picked up 3. 2nd and 7. Three wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Farrell dropping straight back, incomplete. Trying to hit Badawi and really wasn't close. Badawi was wide open. They'd like to get him the ball in the open field. They gained almost a yard on the incomplete pass. The ball was at the 46. They put it down almost at the 47. Pinheiro again. That one's caught by Mateo. At the Matignon, 43. 11 yards on the first down. We haven't seen Tech throw the ball this much all year. Straight up the middle. It's Badawi. Gets it to the 37 for 6. Off the fingertips. Bellamont got a hand on it, couldn't hold on. A little bit high. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Badawi coming to the near side. He's got a step. He's got more than a step. He's got a touchdown. Off the Tech left side, went right to the sideline and scooted, stayed inbounds down the near sideline, 37 yards for the touchdown. Yeah, there's a replay right there. Just cut it to the near side and just tiptoed down that near side, staying in bounds for the touchdown. $57 yards in 6 plays. Badawi a yard shy of 80 yards rushing. Looking for 2, not going to get there. They're all over Pinheiro.
Two-point conversion is no good. 3:53 left in the ball game in the first half. Tech 12.
Pinheiro's closing in on 100 yards passing in the first half. He's got 89. Matignon is still looking for their second first down. They only have one. And well past the halfway mark of this first half, they only have 35 yards of offense. And they've fallen into a 12-0 hole to the number 1 seed, Lynn Tech. Badawi will kick it off. And they run up like they're going to quick kick and then fall back. They were in a very tight huddle. Everybody came running up to the ball. Matignon kind of reacted a little bit, and then he just pulled back. They have to fall on it at right about the 25-yard line. Second time they've started, actually back-to-back starts at the 25-yard line. So Matignon has to go to work offensively. They had that one 14-yard run by Feeney. Other than that, they haven't done a thing. That run got them into Tech territory at the 39. They fumbled the next play. Oh, we got a whistle for something. Whatever it was, they straightened it out. So we'll get back to football. They let it fly downfield. They wish they had that one back. Bellamar wished he had that one back. It was a high pop-up. He had it, and he couldn't hold on to it. He was the guy wide open on the play. They threw it to him. Just went off his fingertips. Second and 10 from the 25. Off that Matignon left side. There's Cornerton. Picked up 2. Another 3rd and long for Matignon. 3rd down and 8. Third and 8. Trying to go to the far side. They run him out, I think, shy of the first down. Feeney had that one big run. He just picked up 6. 4th and 2. What do you do if you're the Warriors? The number 8 seed, you're trailing 12-0. It's virtually a meaningless game because you're not going anywhere. You're not going to Gillette. What's the worst that can happen if you go and you miss? So they need 2. They're going to go. And they're not going to get there. They try to run it off the left side. They got piled up. Connerton didn't get there.
Only to the ball carrier. Stopped at the line of scrimmage by Lindsay defense.
They gave him the 35-yard line. They might measure this. He might have made it. It looked like he got stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They gave him pretty good forward progress. The nose of the ball is almost touching the 35, which is where they had to get to. I think he missed it by the link of the chain. One link. Just came up shy. When they pulled this out, they missed it by that much.
Little shot on first down. Lindsay takes over on downs. First and 10.
They needed two. They got one.
Ball for Matignon. 34.
So we have to call it the 34 because they didn't get to the 35. You can't get any closer than that without making it. One link of that 10-yard chain. So Tech has it at the 34-yard line of Matignon. Pinheiro keeps rolling. Gets close to the 30-yard line.
With Pinheiro on the feet. Matignon on the tackle.
And we got a Tech player down.
Man 4 on the play.
They give him the 31 for a pickup of 3.
Ball for Matignon 31.
Pinheiro was the guy that was down. James Runner talking to them. They're both kneeling down. Pinheiro trying to catch his breath. He's done a nice job for Tech this year at the quarterback spot. Defensively as well, they're going to miss him. He has to come out for a play. They give it to Badawi.
Without the ball carrier. Dragged down by Castini. Gain about 2.
He got to the 28 for 3.
Ball for Matignon. 29.
So at the 28-yard line, it will be 3rd and 4. Quick out, caught. They knock him out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Mateo.
Lindsay first down. First and 10. Lindsay ball for Matignon 20-yard line.
And they were closing in on 100 yards. 1st and 10 from the 20, dropping back, looking to the end zone, high in the air for the catch, and he carries people with him into the end zone. Great play by Miguel Soto. That puts Pinheiro over 100 yards. And they'll go for 2. It's a tough penalty for Matignon to give up with time winding down. Pinheiro's back in the ball game. And he comes right back and throws two nice passes. One to Mateo, and the touchdown was a great catch in traffic by Soto going high in the air. And they make it look easy. Morgan running it in. So Matignon went for it on fourth down. You can't blame him for that. They've only won one game all year. This is not a route to Gillette. They didn't punt it away. They went for it. Tech only had to go 34 yards. They did it in 4 plays, 2 on the ground, 2 in the air. So Tech shut out in the first period. They scored 3 straight possessions here in the second. And they're going to carry a lot of momentum into halftime. Matignon will get it again as we're winding down this first half.
The All-City Matignon for the halftime presentation.
Matignon is going 3 and out. 3 times, 4 and 0. 4 and out once. The one time they didn't, that 14-yard run by Feeney. They'll kick it off, we'll run a play, and we'll be out of here at halftime. Picked up at the 28-yard line. And getting across the 30-yard line, where Matignon will put it in play. They've been in Tech territory once. That one first down, the 14-yard run by Feeney, got them to the Tech 39, and they fumbled the next snap. Other than that, they haven't got past their 35-yard line. So Tech has certainly dominated. Now they finally got their offense in gear, and they lead at 20-0. And thank goodness the play is getting right up. Germani Guerrero was down. He's got to come out for a play. Assuming this is a running play, it should be the last play of the half. And it's turned out to be a big half for the Tigers as they have it at the 31-yard line. The wideout goes to the far side, the wing to the near side. And usually they've been running to the wing side. Straight ahead to the 33-yard line. That was solid there. I don't know if they'll run another play. They won't. That's going to end the half. So Tech scores on their last 3 possessions of the second period. They break open a 0-0 game. They've held Matignon to only 46 yards at 1 first down. And Tech has a commanding 20-0 lead at halftime.
Lynn Public School All-City Marching Band. Good job.
Another great job done by the Lynn Marching Band. We hope you enjoyed that halftime show. We get set. Matignon will kick it away. A little short kick. Tech will fall on it at the 35-yard line. For Tech, Mateo had 4 catches for 51 yards. Soto had 2 catches for 41 yards and a touchdown. Badawi ran for 82 and a touchdown. Pinheiro was 8 for 11 for 117 yards and a touchdown, and he scored he ran for a touchdown. And Tech took charge their last 3 possessions in the second period, turned into 20 points, and that's where we are, 20-0 Tech, and they have it at their 35-yard line. They held Matignon to 46 yards in the first half. Pinheiro rolling, looking. Just before he got hit, he let it fly. Incomplete. Looked like a little pop-up. I don't know if they got a piece of his arm as he threw it. It'll be 2nd and 10. So they were lucky to get that one back. They double the wideouts to either side. Little misdirection coming to the near side. Flag coming up, it's coming back. Big time run, but it's coming back. They had Mateo way over to the far side as a wideout, came in motion, got the pitch, made a nice run, and it's all for naught as they're going to bring it back. They mark it back to the 25. So it's going to be 2nd and 20. Three wideouts to the far side, one to the near side. Rolling to the far side, throwing it back against the grain. Incomplete. Looking for Mateo downfield. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 20. Again, 3 wideouts to the far side. They give it to Badawi coming to the near side. Looking to slip that one tackle. He was a foot away from making that a very big gain. He got out to the 36. He picked up 11. So he picked up 11. 7 yards shy of 100 yards. Tech is going to punt for the first time. Downey was a step away from making it a big run. Just got it away. Matignon almost got a piece of that. It takes a very good Tech bounce all the way down to the 25-yard line of Matignon. It's a 50-yard punt. So they pin Matignon back at their 25-yard line for their first possession of the second half. Hit in the backfield. Boy, Tech was coming. They timed that perfectly. They came just as the ball was snapped. They lost 3 at the 23. It'll be second down and 13. Rolling, looking. Incomplete with the pass. It's going to be another 3rd and long. Third and 13. I would think you would see Tech really with a push. They dropped the snap. This is about the 4th time they've dropped the snap. Tech doesn't have to worry about what play they run. They put it back at the 21. So Tech reaps a big harvest. They actually put it back at the 20 for a loss of 2. Tech will take over at the Matignon 20-yard line. They fumbled the snap. I'm not sure. I understand now it's a meaningless game, but I don't know why you're going to go for it from your 22-yard line. I would have thought you would have punted from there, but they didn't. They turned the ball over. Badawi off the left side gets down to about the 16 for a pickup of 4. So Tech is certainly reaping the harvest here. Call it the 16 and give him 4. Rolling, looking, throws it back against the grain. Incomplete. He'll bring up a 3rd and 6. Leading it 20-0, looking for more here in the 3rd period. Was there a penalty against Matignon? I didn't see a flag. I think they're saying they hit Pinero. So they move it half the distance. They move it down to the 8, it'll be a first down. So I didn't see the flag, but the official just signified that they hit the quarterback. So half the distance moves it to the 8. Badawi off the left side, down to the 2. That puts him over 100 yards to go along with his touchdown. Second down and goal. Badawi off the right side for the touchdown, but let's see what the flag is about. I think that's going to be taken away. I think it's against Tech. Chop block against Tech. Oh, that's a big one. Okay, move it back to the 12. Second and goal from the 12. Now they mark it even further back because it was supposed to be 15. Well, we put it back to the 17-yard line. Second and goal from there. But how he gets it to the 10. Picked up 7. Third and goal from the 10. Again, they double the wideouts to either side. Trying to get outside, not going to get there. They get him in the backfield. They try to get Matignon to chase Badawi to the far side and let Morgan run to the near side. They put it down at the 14. Fourth and goal from the 14. Rolling. Looking right at the goalpost, and it's incomplete. Look for Bellama right at the cone. Matignon will take over. So Matignon gets the ball back at the 14-yard line. This is turning into 4-down territory wherever Matignon is. I think we're going to get a timeout. Matignon. A little confusion. They had some players coming in and out. 20-0. Lynn Tech, they scored in their last 3 possessions in the second period after we were dead even at 0 at the end of the first period. They looked like they were going to score here after the penalty of Matignon. They had a 1st and goal at the 8. Badawi ran it to the 2, and Badawi actually ran it in for a score, but the chop block pushed it all the way back to the 17-yard line. They wound up with the incomplete pass on 4th down. Turned it over at the 14-yard line. That's where Matignon will have the football. Matignon still with that 1 first down on the longest play from scrimmage, the 14-yard run by Feeney. Way back in the early moments of the second period. They dropped the football. They've had a lot of problems with the snap. They put it back at the 12 for a loss of 2. So 2nd and 12. Wide out to the far side, wing to the near side. That's the only difference. They flip-flop those, otherwise their setup is the same. And they dropped the ball again. Picked up by Wright. Having an awful lot of problems with the snaps. They wound up picking up 5 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 13. And they're going to get buried in the backfield. Right again. They lost 7. And I would think they would kick it away from the 10-yard line.
Loss of about 10 on the play. They will bring up a 4th and 14.
Tech should get very good field position without a run back, although they've had problems with the punt. They dropped it a couple of times. This is going to go nowhere. The line of scrimmage was the 10. The punt went to the 15. It's a 5-yard punt. Off the side of his foot, shanked it. It bounced back, and it winds up a 5-yard punt. Tech will have it 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Badawi trying to go off the left side. Not much, if anything. I think they're going to give him a yard.
Badawi the ball carrier.
And they're not. They're going to put it right back at the 15-yard line. Nope, they do give me a yard to the 14.
Gain about 1 on the play. Second down and 9. Ball to the 9-yard line. Correct, 14.
From the 14-yard line. 2nd and 9. Pinero rolling to the near side, looking. Lets it fly. Tipped and caught, and he was in bounds. Outstanding play by Soto.
Miguel Soto for the Windjack touchdown. Score Windjack 26, Matignon nothing.
14 yards. What a great play by Soto. Pinero rolling to his weak side, the right side, throws it up between two defenders. Soto managed to make the catch and stay in bounds. Outstanding effort by Miguel Soto. So 15 yards in 2 plays. We have a player down. And they'll go for 2 again. Nice to see the Matignon player walking under his own steam. I thought they were going to go for 2. They're not. They're going to go for the extra point. Badawi will try to kick the point. They get it down, they pop it up, no good.
Extra point is no good. 2:50 left in the third quarter. Windjack 26, Matignon nothing.
Well, Tech will kick it off again. As they lead it now 26-0. I think we can safely say that Tech will be back here at some point next week, Friday, Saturday, whatever, playing in Division 8 semifinal. They could be looking down the road to a pre-Thanksgiving game against Kip. If they both win, they could go to the division final. And then play each other Thanksgiving Eve. They kick a short kick, it rolls by everybody. Now the question was it touched? If it's touched, it's out of bounds where it goes out, and I think that's what they're calling. If nobody touched it, they will mark it, I believe, at the 35. Actually, they'll mark it at the 37 because it went out of bounds at the 32, I think. So a 5-yard penalty tacked on. At the 37-yard line. The only difference, wide out to the near side, wing to the far side. That's the only thing. They flip-flop them during the game. Otherwise, it's that split T. They give it to the wing, trying to come to the near side, not going anywhere. They lose 2. Second and 12. Matignon just can't get anything going. It'll be a tough ride back, I think. I think it's Framingham. Off the right side, they wrap him up. It's Connaughton. He got the 38 for a pickup of 3. And here we go again. 3rd and 9. Right with the keep, trying to turn the corner. Gets across the 40. They'll go from here. And certainly, if they go from the 20-yard line, they'll go from here. He got to the 41, and he's down, I think.
4th and 6, ball from the Matignon, 41.
He's trying to get up, and he can't. Now he gets up, and he still can't get up. He's got to be helped. Tried to get up a couple of times on his own and couldn't. He's taken a bit of a beating in this game. A couple of little snaps that went to the ground. He tried to get it, got piled on. Takes his toll after a while. He's up on one knee, trying hard to get that other one up. Now he finally does. Good to see. Now back down. But he's back up with the left one, which is one I think that was hurt. Magnion's had a very tough year. I mentioned before, they used to be right up with the cream. Sports, especially hockey. But they've fallen on hard times. They've slipped all the way back to Division 8 in football. And they're still trying to get him up. And now he gets up. Thank God he's okay. He's going to go out for a play. I don't know if they're going to kick the ball here or not. They need 6. They haven't been punting. Without their quarterback, they may be punching this one away. Last punt only went 5 yards. Ball snapped, a little ground ball back to the receiver. And they're going to down at the 25. That's the last play of the period. Tech got the only score. They boost that from 20 to 26. Well on their way to coming back next week to play in the semifinals. And Matignon's trip in the playoffs is going to be short-lived. Tech has totally shut Matignon down. They lost 16 yards on the snap. With that 16-yard loss, Matignon now has 25 yards of offense and 1 first down, and we're in the 4th period. Pinero dumped it out to Badawi. And they're going to lose yardage.
A loss of about 6. They bring up a 3rd and correction, 2nd and 16 ball from Matignon 31.
So he lost 6 on the play. Second and 16. Rolling, looking. Caught inside the 10. Actually, Matignon intercepted. I thought they caught it. I thought they called a catch. So the interception, I thought they called it a catch. I thought Soto went in between defenders and caught it. Matignon will have it at their 9-yard line. $220 yards of offense, 105 of them in the air, 95 on the ground. Badawi with 111 yards rushing and a touchdown. Nothing doing there. They put it back at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Ball in the ball area. No gain on the play.
2nd and 10 from the 9s. We get a look at the crowd on a very chilly night here at Manning Field. So spring-like temperatures are no longer. We're starting to get into New England weather. Quick out, incomplete, almost picked. That would have been 6 more for Tech. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 9, a 3rd and 10 from the 9.
Knocked down by Mr. Bellamar. We'll bring up a 3rd and 10.
Bellamar again came awful close to a second. Just missed interception. Dropping back, looking to throw, in trouble. Dropped the ball. He's in the end zone. Tackled in the end zone. Tech's going to get 2 more. Chimani Guerrero, Guy Morgan, knocking him down. They put the ball at the 1.
We'll bring up a 4th and 19 ball at the 1-yard line.
So they got a punt from the end zone. And we're going to get a timeout. No, we're not going to get a timeout. Got to be careful here. He's back as far as he can get. Kicking out of the end zone. The last time he punted, it went 5 yards. If it goes 5 yards now, they'll have the ball at the 6-yard line. He's as far back as he can go. And they snap it over his head out of the end zone for a safety.
Snap is out of the end zone for safety.
Makes it 28-0. Matignon will get the kick from their 20-yard line. Matignon's down to 16 yards of offense. And 1 first down. And that 1 first down was a 14-yard run. And they still only have 16 yards of offense. They'll kick it from the 20. I don't care if you're Wilt Chamberlain standing on Bill Russell's shoulders. I'm showing my age now. That would have been over their head. That sailed way over the punter's head. Had no chance to even get a touch. Matignon will kick it from the 20-yard line. So now it's just a case of running out the clock and Tech getting ready for next week. Taking on probably number 4, Keefe Tech, if it goes according to the seedings. Matignon will now wait to see who, when, and where they play. Could be anywhere, any place, anytime. Kick is away. And they'll return it. Very nice return inside the 30-yard line. Evan Fune with the return. 30 yards to the 29. So Tech right back in business at the Matignon 29. We got a whistle. Now we're going to get a timeout called by Tech. No scoring in the first period, 0-0 in this one, but then Tech scored on their last 3 possessions of the second period, taking advantage of some field position. They had a 1 2-point conversion, and it was 20-0 at halftime. They got the touchdown late in the third period on the second touchdown pass from Pinero to Soto to make it 26, and then early here in the fourth period, after Matignon intercepted a pass, inside the 10, they snapped the ball on 4th down over the punter's head for a safety, and that's where we are, 28-0. And Tech has it 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Julio is the new quarterback. And they're going to wrap up the ball carrier for a loss. That's Melendez. They lose 2. Second and 12. Melendez again gets back the yards they lost, I think. Almost. They put him at the 30. So we got one of the 2 that were lost. It'll be 3rd and 11. Taking it to the near side, Melendez gets loose, shakes a tackle, gets inside the 10 for a big first down, 1st and goal. Flipped off a big hole off the Tech left side, took it down the near side, gets to the 8-yard line, picked up 22. Off the right side, to the 5, maybe inside the 5.
Melendez, the ball carrier. Gain about 4 on the play. Second down and goal, ball for 5-yard line.
So the ball at the 5. Halfway through. I believe that was Morgan with the carry.
Whatever goes to Melendez, it's down to the 2-yard line.
Give him the 2 for 3. 3rd and goal from the 2. Linda's off the left side, easily in.
Melendez on the carry and the touchdown.
Woodstock over 100 yards rushing. They're almost dead even. $124 rushing, 125 passing. And now the rest of this period will be running time as they look to kick the extra point, because it's now better than a 30-point lead. Kick no good. So the only negative have been points after. They did get 1 2-point conversion, but they've missed a few kicks. Tech will kick it away. So 124 rushing, 125 passing, 12 first downs. Badawi leading the way with 111 yards. Pinero was run for 1 and passed for 2. Soto was caught 2. Now Melendez adds a touchdown. Guy Morgan got the only 2-point conversion. And with 34-0. So Tech will hold on to the number 1 seed. And they'll bring it here next week. Whenever they play, whatever day they play. Probably Friday, I would guess, but that's only a guess. And if seedings hold up, it'll be Keefe Tech, the number 4 seed in the semifinals. With a game away from maybe playing Kip in the final. Kick at the 25-yard line. And nice open field tackle. That's Melendez. They'll mark it at the 26, I think. And this could very well be their last possession in the playoffs, because they're certainly going to drop down into the non-playoff berth with the clock running past the halfway mark. That clock will go by very quickly now. Pinero from the 1 made it 6-0. Badawi from the 37 made it 12-0. And it was Pinero to Soto for 20 yards, made it 26-0 after Morgan ran in the conversion. That was halftime. Pinero again to Soto in the 3rd period for 14 yards, made it 26-0. Then after Matignon intercepted a pass inside their 10 on 4th down, the snap over the punter's head for a safety for 2 points made it 28. And now a short punt after the safety, a nice run back by Evan Fune. Got the ball to the 29-yard line, and it was a steady diet of Gabino Melendez, who's only a freshman, by the way, and he finally ran it in from the 2-yard line. And that's where we are, 34-0, as Tech is going to go to 6-2. Patton's going to drop to 1-6. And they'll be running out the clock from here. Hit and dropped in the backfield. Gonzalez wrapped him up. A quick out, incomplete. That doesn't stop the clock. The clock keeps running on everything now. Almost picked off. Edward Gonzalez can't believe he didn't catch that ball. That was the last play. So Panera runs for 1, passes for 2. Badawi gets 1. Melendez gets 1. Morgan gets a 2-point conversion. The safety makes it 34 as the clock runs out here in this 4th period. And Tech will move on to the semifinals, probably taking on Keefe Tech right here at Manning Field next week as they go to 6-2 on the season. Matignon will look to see who, when, where they play in the non-playoff version coming up as they go to 1-6. So 34-0. Tech, the winner here in the Division 8 North opening round game, quarterfinal game. Tech will move on. Panero, Soto, and Badawi, who ran for 111 yards and a touchdown, lead the way. 34-0 Tech over Matignon. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.